Welcome to our baby boy's nursery tour. I'm Angela from the blog Angela Marie Made. I finished making over Jackson's nursery just before he was born, and I shared it on my blog, but I never did a video tour. Now that we are about to be moving soon and I'm currently pregnant with baby boy number 2 and I need to design another nursery, I thought it was way overdue to do this video tour. To give you a little backstory on the room, when we first moved in, the room was just this kind of dingy beige yellow wall color that I didn't like. There were popcorn ceilings and it was wall-to-wall carpet. One of the first projects we tackled was removing the popcorn ceiling and painting it white. We also tore out all the carpet and installed new laminate flooring that's waterproof and really durable, which I love. I was probably like 4 or 5 months pregnant when we did this, but we DIY'd it and I love how it turned out. The new floors really helped to set the style that I wanted to go with the full room makeover. The color of the floors is called Vienna Oak by Pergo, and I have a full review on it, which I'll link below this video. For the design of the nursery, I knew I wanted to do a blue and gray color scheme, which I know has been really overdone, so I really tried to come up with a creative, fresh take on that color combination and make it unique, but still something that I loved and that he could grow with. I'm going to start with one of my favorite parts of the whole room, which is this feature wall behind me. This room was very much a DIY room makeover because we did so many DIY projects. One of the first DIY projects that we tackled after the flooring was this gray board and batten wall behind me. It's a super simple board and batten wall, which I have a full video tutorial on how we did it. We decided to paint it gray as well as all the trim and doors in the room gray, just to kind of mix things up instead of doing white on the bottom. We tested several gray paint colors for this board and bat wall, and I actually even repainted it because I didn't like the first gray we chose, but we ended up using Mindful Gray by Sherwin-Williams. Above the board and batten wall, I really wanted to do a wallpaper treatment, but I didn't want anything too frilly or overpowering, so I found this beautiful wallpaper from Serena and Lily. I think it's been discontinued, but I will link a similar wallpaper below that they have now. Also, the wallpaper is real wallpaper. It is not peel and stick. It's your traditional application, which we had never done before. And we went ahead and tried it for the first time, and it wasn't as difficult as I thought it was going to be. So I encourage you, if there's a wallpaper that you really love that's not peel and stick, to go ahead and try it. I shared on my Instagram stories kind of the behind the scenes on how we applied it. For above Jackson's crib, I really wanted to do a wood sign with his name on it, but because we weren't revealing his name before he was born, I made this alternative wood sign with a quote on it that my husband Brandon came up with that I love. And then I just never got around to making his name sign, but I think eventually in our new house I will do that. Speaking of name signs, I did make him this miniature sign with my Cricut, and I meant to put it on our door with just like a command strip, but I never got around to doing it, so I just kind of like left it on the board and batten ledge. So maybe in his new room I will do that. I love the crib we used for Jackson. It's from Pottery Barn, and it's just your traditional style looking crib, but it's been perfect, and I paired it with this blue blanket from Restoration Hardware. I just love how soft it is, and the color is perfect. It matched the color combination I wanted to use for this room perfectly. And speaking of textiles, I really love the rug that we used in this room. I will also link it below along with all the sources for this room, but it's super soft and it's a mostly natural wool material. There's less concern about weird chemicals and stuff since it was a natural material. But it's been the perfect rug for just hanging out on the floor, which we do a lot of when playing games and stuff. You know, with a toddler, you're always on the floor. Also, for the other textiles in the room, his curtains are from IKEA. They're just like a white linen look, which I love. And the blinds are bamboo blinds, which provide a lot of natural texture for the room, and they have a blackout liner in them, which has been perfect for bedtime and nap time. Moving on to this side of the room, this is kind of the cozy reading nook corner. One of the main features of this wall is the DIY bookshelves, which I have a video tutorial for. Again, I really tried to incorporate the color combination of this room by making each one a different color. I think this is Dorian Gray by Sherwin-Williams, and I forget the name of this. It's like a French blue, and then this bottom one is called Anchors Away by Sherwin-Williams. It's another favorite spot in the room, and Jackson loves picking out books off of it, and he is always climbing on top of his toy box, which was also another DIY project that we made for him for Christmas one year. I have a full tutorial and build plans for that build project as well. I think for his next room, I would probably hang the bookshelves lower so he can access them easier and not be climbing on top of his toy box. For story time every night, we have this rocking chair in the corner here, which we do love. At the time, I was trying to decide between this rocking chair and a swivel chair, and the rocking chair was more affordable, so that's what I ended up going with. It's been great and really comfortable. I couldn't find a matching footstool that I really liked with it, but eventually I found this poof. I think it was from Target, and that's been really comfortable just to prop my feet up on while we're reading. Next to the rocking chair is another DIY project. It's a really cute and easy DIY side table, which I have a video tutorial on my blog as well. I will link all of these video tutorials and build plans for all of these projects below this video in the description box. Above the table, I did kind of like a nautical looking wall light. I think it came as a plug-in wall light, I'm not sure, but we had our electrician set it up so that we could just turn it on easily with the wall switch, and it plugs into a wall outlet. Speaking of lighting, we also replaced the ceiling fan that was originally in this room with this cute oil rubbed bronze ceiling flush mount light. And I also added a vintage style light bulb to it. I went with the nautical style light because I wanted to have a slightly coastal vibe to this room with the blue and gray colors. We live in Charleston, South Carolina, there's a ton of water and boats, and we love to be at the beach and spend time by the water. So I mixed in different elements of coastal and nautical vibes. Jackson's whale that I got from Crate Kids is another coastal element I mixed into the room. He loves this stuffed animal. He calls him Whaley. On the side of the room, it's kind of just the changing area. We have his dresser, which was another DIY project. It was actually an IKEA hack. It's the IKEA Tarva dresser, I believe. And I have a blog post on how I gave it a makeover and made it more classic looking and updated it. It came in a natural wood color, and I painted it Kendall Charcoal by Benjamin Moore. On top of it, we have the Hikaru changing pad, which I love. We use this thing every day. Still for the past 2.5 years, ever since he was a newborn. It's easy to clean and it's comfortable. It's way better than those fabric changing pads in my opinion. Above his dresser, I have another coastal element, this cute picture of a sailboat, which I found on Etsy. It's by a local artist in Charleston. And then I also added this accordion peg style wall rack, which Jackson loves to pull off the wall because I just have it on command strips, but I love using it to just hang his clothes on that I want him to wear the next day, or if I just am drying something. But we do have trouble keeping it up on the wall. I should probably attach it more securely than command strips. On the side of the room, we have a DIY kids table, which was another build project that I have free printable build plans on my blog for. It's actually the project that we used to reveal our baby boy number 2 pregnancy announcement a few months ago. I paired it with 2 cute matching chairs for Jackson and his future baby brother, and then a chalkboard above it. He uses it mostly just to pile like books and toys on, but he also will have a snack on it sometimes, and it's just been fun to have a chair and table at his level. Originally, with this side of the room, I had wanted to do a gallery wall, but I never got around to it. So again, another project for our new house. Well, that's it for our son Jackson's nursery tour. I hope you enjoyed it. I will link all sources and projects below this video in the description box. As I said before, this really has been one of my favorite rooms in the house to spend time in, but I'm super excited to design Jackson's next big boy room and then our new house, as well as our next baby boy's nursery. Make sure to subscribe and follow along so you don't miss any of those fun upcoming projects. Thank you so much for watching.